See, he said, if you wouldn't be perfect, be like my daddy. There are young people in this room, and I know I see them on stage today, and some of them know nothing about their daddy. Never talks to them. And when he calls, it's this surface communication. How you doing? How's school? That's good. You got money? Okay. You got lunch? Good. Okay, see you later. That's not conversation, that's maintenance. They don't need maintenance, they need meditation. They need deep conversation. They need someone to give their heart to. Do your kids know you? The last part is heavy. He says, I can reveal my Father to people. I wonder what your kids tell other people about you. That's the question. I wonder what they say. He said kids reveal their fathers to other people. I don't ever see my daddy. Yeah, he comes in, but he comes in, he leaves in the morning, comes in the night while I'm sleeping. I never saw him. For 20 years of my life, my daddy been working. I never saw him. Right after lunch, on Sunday, he goes straight to the ball game. Doesn't take me. He's revealing you to people. What does your daughter say to the people about you as a father? My daddy got his own life. I don't know where he is. Someone tell me they saw him with a woman. I don't know. In other words, what do they say about you? Jesus said a good father is able to allow his kids to talk to others about them. You know what's amazing? Even some of the wives don't know their fathers. On top of their husbands. Husbands talk maintenance, talk to their wives. Pay the bills. Light bill paid. Mortgage paid. Good. And then he's gone. It's even worse. If the wife doesn't know the husband, there's no hope for the child. My job as pastor is not to teach you the ordeal. My job is to teach you the ideal. Whatever condition you experience now, I am not supposed to reduce God's standard to your condition. Please forgive me if you're feeling funny this morning. I have to teach the ideal. We got to get men to come up to God's standard, not bring God's standard down to man's problem. And if you are a man here today, I hope that this message will cause you to act quickly and say, honey, you're 14 years old, but let's go for lunch. Why? God spoke to me today. I need to talk to you. I need you to talk to me. Your son is 28 years old. He still don't know you. Call him and say, son, forgive me. I have not been a perfect father, but I'm going to make up because you got another 80 years to live. Let me at least try to get 5 more in and do it right so you can do good with your son. Make up. The daughters in here are starving for their father. You know, here's something I thought was interesting. And when I read this, I was concerned about the impact of it. Jesus got these things from his Father. Write them down. Every woman, write them down. Every male, write them twice. I did research in the New Testament on the life of Jesus and his Father. And here's what I got from these verses. I researched it for almost 7 years to find out what made God a successful father and what made Jesus Christ a successful son. And here's what I found. Number 1, he got his identity from his Father. Number 2, he got his work from his Father. He said, I and my Father are one. Remember that? In other words, who do you identify with? A friend or your daddy? Some young men in this room have been brought up by a buddy. They identify more with their friends than they do with their own father. And they become like their buddies instead of like their father. Can you say, I am like my father? I and my father are one? Let me ask another question. Does your son want to be like you? Does your daughter feel good to say, that's my daddy? Or are they ashamed of you? Do they identify you as their father? Or do they call you that old man? My old man. The second one is work. Christ says, I came to do the work that my Father does. He says, for my Father is working, and so I work. I work the work of my Father. Where does your children get their work ethic from? And also, can you also inspire them to work? Do they see you as a worker? Can you provide work for them to do? I mentioned to you last time that one of the greatest mysteries I believe we're missing is having our children work in the family business. While you're working on a job, I want you to do something. I want you to work on a business while you're working so you can build a business for your sons. Because whenever your kids are working for someone else, they are making that other person wealthy. Yes, go back to work. Don't get me wrong. Don't quit your job tomorrow. But go back to work. But then the Bible says, work in the morning, plant your seeds. But in the evening, let not your hands be idle, because you know not which one will prosper you. That means you go to the job in the morning, but make sure you do something in the evening that your kids could inherit. You know, Dr. Barry, thinking about you, your daughter this morning. Isn't that beautiful? His daughter want to be just like her daddy. She doesn't want to be an orthodontist. He's an orthodontist. He has his own business. And now his kids are not wondering about the future. Can I get employed? Will there be a job? He's provided work. She's going to do the work that her father works. She's going to work that her father's work. But we're not being taught to think this way. Eh? We've been taught, get a job, settle down, pay a mortgage till you die. The reason why I'm teaching this is not to bring you guilt, but to change the future for your life and your children. My job is to make you just like God. Build something that your kids could inherit. He got his work from his father. The third thing he got from his father was his purpose. He says, I came to complete the work my Father sent me to do. Do you give your children purpose in life? Son, I'm sending you off to school because I got a plan. I want you to go and complete this degree because, you know, we got to do this thing the next 40 years and you got to take it over. That's giving your son purpose. I came to do the work my Father sent me to do. God the Father provided the work for the Son, and that became his purpose. Fourthly, he got his heritage from his Father. He says, I came from the Father. The Father sent me, and I'm going back to my Father. He had a sense of heritage. Does your children feel that they can be proud of the family name? There are people who don't want you to know who their father is. They're ashamed of the name. I've known some people who actually use their maiden name. Or they change their name because the father messed up. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I feel this today. My job is to teach you the truth, not to appease what you are experiencing. If we're going to heal our country, we need to bring men back to the standard of God. Are you giving your children a heritage as a father?